Hi guys, so it's Two Crows. I'm sorry if it sounds really bad. I unfortunately do not have a mic right now, but I just wanted to come on, kind of talk about the energy of October. So honestly, already, and especially for a lot of people right now, and a lot of you who are going through a spiritual process right now, it's been HELL, to put it nicely. I feel like September, it was good and then bad, good and then bad, good and then bad, and then now it's just kind of in this stagnant energy. Nobody knows what they're doing, nobody knows where they're going, everybody's running around like they're chickens with their head cut off. It's very confusing energy. I feel some people are on the high though, like I don't feel like it's all bad, but a lot of people are in a low point right now. And I really do feel like it is because of the eclipse. I don't know much about that because I'm still learning about astrology and the moon and the phases and such like that, so I can't really speak on it, but I definitely feel like it is because of the eclipse, and I think there's a partial eclipse if I am not wrong. One is on the, I think the eclipse is on the 14th and then the other thing is on the 28th. I'm just pulling some psychic tarot cards right now to see what the energy of October is gonna be like. So I've heard this a lot as well. For a lot of people right now, the truth is coming out for a lot of people right now, okay? Like, there's no rose-colored glasses on anymore. People are seeing stuff for how it is, and could be bad, could be good, could be in the middle, but this is for your spiritual process, okay? This is for opening up. This is for seeing things clearly, okay? Especially with the third eye chakra. This is also saying that, like, things right now may not be accurate, but like spiritual, psychic messages, anything like that, that is accurate right now. Especially with those cards. Sorry, I'm just all over the place. Like, October has been so so weird. But it isn't all bad, okay? Because there is a bit of a waiting game, and like some moving on that people have to do, okay? So like a lot of people, like I feel like this month is all about resting, rejuvenating, and kind of letting go of the things that we don't need anymore, especially before the new year is coming up very soon. But I really feel like this is what it is talking about, and it's like October, it's like the clock was like, especially in the summer, it was like near, and then October came and then the clock was like and just stopped. Like, that's what the energy feels like, honestly, if that makes sense. But I feel like this is because there's a lot of people right now sorry, I just got like a huge message. There's like a mass healing going on right now. There's a lot of people clearing out stuff. There's a lot of people waking up. There's a lot of people going through their spiritual journey. There's a lot of people, even if it's not part of their spiritual journey, they're realizing their wrongs, realizing their toxic traits they have to work on, realizing what can I do better kind of thing. And I feel like that's what this month is all about, and that's what's going to bring this positive movement forward, okay? I feel like this will happen like after Halloween. The clock will start going again, okay? Because I feel like this is closer to November, but we have partnerships and alliances and accelerated motion. So all of this, it's coming, okay? So we just have to get through this month. This month is just going to be hard, though. I'm going to ask for some guidance. I'm sorry if this is all over the place. Like, I've been all over the place all month. I've been trying, I've been doing readings lately, like personal and for other clients, and it's just been all over the place. Like, I don't know what's been going on lately, and it's only the 6th or something right now, so I can just imagine how the rest of this month is going to go. Yep, Four of Swords. This is all about resting, rejuvenating, kind of like grounding yourself, because this is also a card about anxiety and such like that. Like, if you have really bad anxiety, now is a great time to ground yourself, practice those techniques, practice mindfulness skills, do anything you can just to relax yourself. You do not need that extra stress right now, and I feel like for a lot of people with anxiety disorders or just anxiety in general, like this month is just going to be crazy and is probably already crazy for you. So but we did get the Ace of Cups, so this is talking about, like, this is kind of saying the same thing the other card said. Like, there is going to be something positive out of the darkness, okay? When the storm is over comes the light is what I keep hearing. I don't know why. Let me see if there's anything else from the tarot cards. Strength. Okay, so don't forget your journey and how much you've been through, okay? Like, don't, how do I say this? Sorry. Okay, so it's kind of like, don't forget how far you've come on your journey, because you cannot stop now, okay? You already came this far, and what I keep hearing is, do you really want to start over, okay? So remember all your hard work, whatever you're working on, and keep working towards your goals, keep going at it, because you were so close, but October is just stopping this for everybody. So just use your strength at this time, because there will be motion soon. This is like October right now. Like, October is this witch, and it's like, which way am I going? Which way? And she's stopped there for hours because she doesn't know where she's going. That's what October feels like. Honestly, like, it's hard. Like, I can give people advice, and I do give people a lot of guidance, but it's so hard because some things are out of my control, you know what I mean? Like, I can't just be like, oh, let's make the universe all better for everybody. Like, I wish I could do that, but I can't, and I can't stop certain energy from coming either. So if I know it's gonna be kind of a stagnant month like this month, like, I don't think this month's gonna be a bad month compared to other ones that we've had this year. I just think it's gonna be like very frustrating in a way, because everybody's just stuck, everybody's just confused. Nobody knows which way they're going. Nobody knows what they're doing. Nobody knows anything at this point. Like, that's what it feels like here. And I wish I had more advice to give for that, because I can't stop the universe from doing that. Yeah, this month is just going to be a crazy month. Sorry, I picked up the wrong deck. I'm going to be using this beautiful Everyday Witch Oracle deck, and I'm going to ask for some advice or what might help us through this time. Listening to wisdom. So this kind of goes on to what I said earlier. This is all about looking at past situations, looking at mistakes that you may have made, and seeing what you could do better, and kind of just reflecting on, like, it's kind of like reflecting on what you need to work on, because no matter who you are, no matter what type of person you are, there is something you need to work on. So kind of just like listening to that inner wisdom for now, and what I'm hearing is don't make any like fast decisions, especially this month. Like, don't make any big decisions. Kind of wait on it, sleep on it. Obviously, if you have to make a decision by a certain time, like in the middle of October, you have to make a decision for somebody, like, obviously make that decision, but seriously take your time and think about that decision very clearly. Make sure your eye is opened, okay? Make sure that you are woke during that time, so then, you know, like, connect to your higher self too during that decision making time, so then you know that you're getting the clearest answer for you, because but I'm actually going to grab the book. Just one sec. Okay, I'm back. So I'm gonna pull 2 more cards, and then we're gonna read the messages out of the book, because this is a newer deck, so I'm still kind of getting used to it. Okay, so we got hibernation and regeneration and affirmation for growth, which is very fitting for the cards that I already pulled. Let's see what the book has to say. We spend a lot of time surrounding ourselves with noise, television, phones, even our own voices. It can be hard to hear anything above the constant hum and buzz of everyday life, but sometimes you have to take time to be quiet and listen. Really listen. Maybe the universe or the gods have been trying to tell you something and you haven't been able to hear it. Maybe it's your own inner wisdom that is crying out to be heard. How will you know if you don't take the time to listen? And I think that is perfect for this month, because I think that this is gonna be a stagnant month for a reason, okay? This is definitely for a reason. Like, sometimes, well, I think, like, I don't think everything is for a reason, but like the way the universe works things is, if that makes sense. Because there's a lot of people who need a break right now. There's a lot of people who just need to rest right now, get healthy again. There's a lot of people who, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot. So the action is go someplace where you can be quiet. If you are staying in your house, turn off the phone, the TV, anything that makes noise. If it helps, you can dim the lights or as well, or go outside after dark and sit under the moon, or sit by a body of water if there is one nearby. Then just sit. Don't do anything. Quiet your mind as much as you can and ask, is there anything I need to know? Then listen if you get an answer from without or within. So this is very important. You could always ask your guides or whoever for signs, like, oh, can you show me this? Like, it's something specific but also something possible. So I think that's like this is like a perfect time to like figure out if you're on the right path, to change your direction, to do all that, because since the energy is already stagnant, why not take the time for ourselves? I feel like a lot of people, we put others on a pedestal and we don't really care about ourselves that much, or we worry about too much about other people. Like, oh, are they okay? Oh, are they, but are you okay? Like, are you okay? You know what I mean? I'm sorry I'm all over the place. This is just like, my energy has been like this the whole month so far. But divination, this card is telling you you're missing something, whether it is someone close to you, the gods, or just your own inner wisdom trying to tell you something important, with or without putting it into words. It is time to shut up and listen. It literally says that. And I feel like it's hard because at the same time, like, other people shouldn't be making decisions for you, and how do you say it? Like, you don't have to take everybody's advice, obviously, but if it's something important and something that you're already seeing signs for, and somebody is saying something to you, that is like a major sign. Like, let's say I've been thinking about ravioli, and then I see it on the TV, or I see it somewhere random, and then I'm like, okay, that was kind of weird. But then if somebody talks to me about ravioli, I'm like, okay, then that's a sign I should have ravioli, you know? Like, obviously it's deeper than that, but you get what I mean. Magic. If there is a message you are supposed to be receiving, sometimes a little magical work can help to make it clearer. Follow the action instructions above, which was the go someplace and sit and be quiet. But cast a magical circle before you settle in, so that you are doing your listening in a sacred space. I have heard about magical circles and I do know what they are, but I am not that educated on them yet, so I honestly can't really tell you how to do one, but I'm pretty sure there's something on Google or Pinterest. Maybe light a candle or smudge yourself with sage to waft away the cares of your everyday life that might be distracting you from truly listening. Then ask the power of air to help send you the information you need to know. Open a window if you can and see if the wind will whisper to you. So I feel like for a lot of people, like, signs and like messages, at least for me, don't really come in the way that you would think. Like, you would think like it kind of sounds like somebody's talking to you or something, which obviously, well, actually it can be that, so that's not a good example. But most of the time it's like your higher self talking to you. Like, you will like feel it in your gut, like, oh, this, like, the thought is yours, but it's not exactly yours. Like, it came from your higher self to your lower self, if that makes sense. It's really hard to explain. It could also come from spirit guides, it could come from whatever, but it's hard to explain, and sometimes we miss those messages because we aren't listening to ourselves. Most of the time we like to listen more to other people or what other people may think, when in reality we should be listening to ourselves, if that makes sense. So the next card is Hibernation and Regeneration, which is kind of what we talked about, so I will just read this briefly. Sometimes you just need to pull back from the world for a while. Rest, regroup, recharge so you can return stronger and more capable of dealing with whatever awaits you outside your cave. That may also be why I got the Strength card earlier. Maybe it was saying that this, because I don't know about you guys, but what I kind of realized was that out of every bad time that I've had, or like literally life-changing moments, I've always come out stronger. So maybe that's what this month is for some people as well. Action. I think I was at action. I don't know. I'll just read action. Take a nap, meditate, or simply curl up someplace quiet with a good book. Take a few minutes to get a cat or play with a dog. Give yourself a break from pushing forward at full speed without feeling guilty about it. The world is a busy and hectic place, and we all need some downtime to give our spirit a little space for its important work behind the scenes. Divination. This card suggests that you haven't been taking enough time to be quiet and alone. Do you need to take a break from stressful people or situations or the internet? It can be hard to carve out times for ourselves, but burning the candle at both ends just leaves you with a burnt out candle. Even 5 minutes to breathe can help. You don't have to go into actual hibernation. You might want to take a walk or sit outside or play in the dirt, which I think is really important for us to do every single day, just to take like 10-20 minutes out of your time. It could be skincare, it could be like what it said, like going outside or playing with your dog, like simple stuff like that, or like your favorite tea or coffee or something like that. Create a magical cave to retreat into. In front of your altar or in any comfortable spot, light a single candle. In another otherwise dim room, smudge yourself with sage or use a small bowl of salt and water to wash away the cares of the day. Then focus on the candle and visualize yourself inside a safe cave, far from the rest of the world. See it as clearly as you can in your mind's eye and rest there, feeling protected and calm. Then ask your inner self, what answers are hiding deep within? Or what have I been in too big a hurry to pay attention to? See what thoughts or images come up without judgment or worry about what they might mean. When you're ready, blow out the candle and emerge back out of the cave. So I think that's a really good like meditation exercise. Like you don't even have to do the candle part, you could just do the mind's eye part. So the next one is affirmation for growth. Growth is necessary for life. The opposite of growth is stagnation, and no one wants to be stuck, sitting still, and never moving forward, which kind of is what October is, and that's why I mentioned it's probably going to be really frustrating for some people. I feel that people's temper is just not going to be good this month at all. Like even just general people in the public, like I do not think it's gonna be a good month. A lot of road rage, a lot of Karens out there, or Kyles, or whatever you call the guys. Growth takes effort and sometimes can be scary. It doesn't happen by itself. You have to nurture and feed it, whether it is body, spirit, or some part of your life, like a career or a relationship. What do you want to grow and prosper in your life, and what are you doing to make that happen? And now is such a great time to think about that. That is exactly what I said earlier. Now is a really good time to focus on our journey. Where are we going? What are we doing? Which way are we going to choose? You know what I mean? This is a great time to do that. Obviously, don't make any big rush decisions like, oh my gosh, let's go buy this $1 million house or something like that. But like thinking about the small changes you can make, if that makes sense. And like exactly what the card said, like what do you want to grow and prosper in your life, and what are you doing to make that happen? I think that is really important, because especially I'm guilty of this too, but I'm always like, for example, like I'm always like, oh, I want this to happen in my life, and I'm like, okay, but are you doing anything to get there? It's kind of like what I posted on my Facebook not too long ago about how manifestation. You can, like, some people can just manifest whatever and it just comes to them, but like most of the time you need to put some sort of effort in as well, and I think that's exactly what this is saying. Action. Take an action that will help some aspect of your life to grow in a positive way, or reach out and help someone else to grow, like a child who needs guidance or a friend who could use a helping hand. Do something to nurture the earth or tend to a garden, whether it is outside or inside on a windowsill. Divination. This card is telling you it is time to stop standing still. Is there a project you have been working on? You might want to give it more energy and attention, or take a look at your life and see if it is moving forward in the ways you would like. If not, what can you do to change that? Are your relationships growing and blooming? How can you nurture them to do so? This card reminds you that all growth must be nurtured and encouraged, which is so true, because it's kind of like when people say like you reap what you sow. I think that's the quote. Kind of like you get what you give, basically, and like that literally goes for like everything in life, like jobs, spirituality, like literally everything. Magic. This is another thing, but you don't have to do it, especially if you're not into magic. Write down a list of things you want to grow in your life. Put it in the bottom of a small pot and put some soil on top of it. Then put in a few seeds or a small plant if you aren't good at starting things from scratch, and hold it in your hands for a few minutes. Think about what you can do to help with that growth. Sorry, I don't know that word. Think about what you can do to help with that growth, practical plans, etc., and vow yourself that you will follow through on doing them. Send the intention out into the universe. When you're done, put the pot on your altar or some other safe place where you will see it often, and remember your commitment to growth. I think that is a perfect thing to do, even if it is not that. Have like a sticky note, a reminder on your phone, a note on your phone, anything, like if you have a calendar, writing something like down that you want to accomplish this month, and like writing down the steps you could take to get there. I think that is very important, especially right now with the stagnant energy. Use it. Yes, it is going to suck, but you can also use it for your advantage. This video is getting kind of long because I was kind of rambling for most of it, but I hope it was helpful. I manifest that everyone has a blessed month, even if it is going to be hard. I hope something good comes out of it. November is going to be, well, way better than this month. So I'll see you guys next time. I hope you guys enjoyed this type of video. I might do one next month as well. Yeah, I hope everyone has a blessed day as well. Thank you so much for all the support, and thank you for watching.